Hello friends, welcome. I'm Erica. In today's video, I am going to be doing some decluttering and organization in my small kitchen. I just moved into this house about 8 months ago and I did organize it months back. I feel like the way that I set it up is working, but I just needed to declutter a little bit, get rid of some old stuff that I know I don't want anymore, and then set up my new dish set. And this is one of the main reasons why I needed to get into this kitchen and just kind of reorganize everything. I bought a new dish set. I was just using the plastic dishes until I found what I liked, and these dishes were sitting at my front door for a couple of weeks. So I just really needed to get them out of my front door and into the cabinets. So that is what we are going to be doing today. I started this project with a semi-clean kitchen, and normally I would say make sure that your space is clean before you get into any organization or decluttering project. But on this day, I knew that if I cleaned up the kitchen first and then did my decluttering and organizing, I just wasn't gonna do it. So I just went ahead and just started with the way that the kitchen was. And then when I was done cleaning out the cabinets, I went through and cleaned up the kitchen. So stay to the end so that you can see how amazing everything turned out. I do eventually plan on lining my cabinets, but I cannot find my liner right now. It is somewhere in my garage in the boxes. So once I find that, then I'll go ahead and line them. I don't want to buy something that I already have. I also haven't decided if I want to paint the inside of the cabinets. I'm thinking I'm going to take some of your suggestions and just kind of line the back of the cabinet with a peel and stick wallpaper or something just to get the feel for it and see how I like it. I actually don't mind the contrast between the paint color and the wood. I really love wood tones right now, so it's really not bothering me at all. As I just showed you, I found this dish set at Marshall's and I really did like it. I was looking for something white and very minimal, not with a lot of design on it. I used to have a white dish set back in Arizona, but I had that dish set since I got married, and this year will be 17 years of marriage, and I definitely felt like it was time to get something new. So I love white. It's very neutral. It goes with everything. Even if you change the colors of your kitchen, the decor in your kitchen, it always just goes. So I won't have to be buying a new dish set for a very long time, and it was only $29. You cannot beat that. I ended up buying 2 boxes only because I felt like I needed 8 pieces versus 4 just in case family came over for dinner. As I unpack these dishes and get them washed, I wanted to talk to you about my nails. Today is the first day in a very long time that I sat and painted my nails. Earlier this year, I talked about removing my acrylic nails, and that's because I just can't work with nails, and I also don't want to spend the money. I'd rather allocate the money towards something else that I want to do, and that's facials. So it was so ironic because when I talked about that in that video, a company reached out to me, and I hadn't even posted the video when they reached out to me, and they offered me their product, and it was just so timely, and it's so strange how the universe works, but it was what I needed at that time. I want to share this brand with you in case you are somebody who's interested in doing your nails at home like I am. These are the gel polishes that were gifted to me by Nail Reserve LA. They did give me complete freedom when I was choosing the color of polishes. I'm into more the neutral and nude colors, and I'm going to walk you through what it looks like when you are applying these polishes. You do need a UV lamp Fortunately, I already had one because I have experimented with gel polishes in the past. It's really nice to have access to salon quality products at an affordable price and have the ability to the best manicures in the comfort of your home. They have incredible colors, over 200 shades, and they continue to bring fresh colors and formulas every season, so you will never get bored. This is a soak off gel formula. I actually found it easier to just peel it off, which is really nice because I don't like soaking my hands in chemicals, so I really love that I figured that I could just peel it off. The application process is really simple. I literally just paint, put under the light, paint, put under the light, and by the time I'm done with the top coat, it is completely cured. I can go about my day and not worry about messing my nails up, and here they are right here. It just makes me so happy. I had no clue that I was just missing out on something so great, something that really brings me joy. So I want to spread this joy with you by sharing a 50% off discount code, and I'm going to go ahead and link that code down below along with the link to the website. Thank you so much, Nail Reserve, for reaching out to me and allowing me to share this with my viewers. I wanted to talk to you about the plans for this particular video. In this video, I'm going to work on my upper cabinets, and in my next video, I'm going to work on the lower cabinets because there is some organization that I need to do in the lower cabinets too. I'm really going to start trying to tackle the areas that I have just been putting off. One of them is my pantry. My pantry needs a lot of attention, and I'm going to be switching things around in my pantry. I feel like I haven't worked on it because I know that it's going to take a lot of time, and I really haven't had the time to dedicate to it, but I'm done with that. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to stop thinking about it. So after I finish the lower cabinets, I'm definitely going to be hitting my pantry. So one thing that I wanted to talk about is my new washer and dryer. I've mentioned that I got a new washer and dryer, and they are front loaders. I chose those for a reason, just because I wanted counter space on top of the front loaders. But I cannot believe that I'm saying this. My front loader washer is leaking, and that is just awful. Here's the end result of the cabinet. It looks so good. I love it. So it's leaking, and I'm just so upset because we barely got the washer and dryer. We picked a really nice top of the line set, and it's still leaking. So honestly, I don't know what's going to come of it. I really don't want to have a washer and dryer that I'm always going to have to be calling to be serviced, especially not for the amount of money that we paid for them. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. My husband's going to put a call in, and I already told him I don't want this washer and dryer if this is going to keep happening. So we'll see what kind of warranty they have, what kind of return policy they have, and they are LGs. So yeah, it's just so annoying that happened. But now I'm going to work on the other side of my cabinet. I do have a lot of cups and coffee cups, and I looked through all of my coffee cups to see if there's anything that I was willing to part ways with, and actually there wasn't. We use all of our coffee cups. We all drink coffee in this house, decaf coffee. My kids love it. My husband loves it. So usually we're making 4 coffee cups at a time, and we do put to use all of our coffee cups. I wanted to get rid of all the plastic cups and just keep the glassware. I'm actually actually using mason jars as glasses, and that wasn't planned. I bought the mason jars to put my fruit in, and I'm also using them to store just various things like tomato sauce or any type of sauces or salsas that I make. I like to put them in the mason jars. So they're actually serving a dual purpose by being a cup when it's not being used for storage, or being used for storage when it needs to be used for storage. My husband wanted to keep the plastic cups, so I decided that we would keep a few plastic cups for the kids and for himself. But other than that, I didn't really part ways with much. I think I just got rid of a measuring cup that my mother-in-law gave me while I was in transition of moving, because I do have two other ones and I liked those two better just because they fit inside of each other, and the one that she gave me, it doesn't fit anywhere. It's just kind of there in limbo and took up more space, so that one I did give away. I had actually just gotten back from taking a long break. We picked up the kids from school and then we went to an early dinner. My husband is having a corrective eye surgery. It's not LASIK. He wasn't a good candidate for LASIK, and so he wanted to go out to dinner before surgery. His surgery is called PKR. Don't quote me, but it's the alternative to LASIK. So he is going to be out of commission for a good week. He's not going to be able to see. The doctor told him that what he's going to see is like if he was underwater. So he's a little nervous and scared, but I know everything's going to go well. He does have pretty bad vision. His prescription is really high, and so we both figured that this is something that he should do now rather than later. So he's finally pulling the trigger. There's just so many things going on behind the scenes of YouTube and taking care of both of our homes and all the projects. He's getting LASIK. I just got Invisalign, so I'm kind of on that journey myself. But his, I think, is a lot more concerning than mine. So I'll let you know how it goes. One thing that you probably don't know about my husband is that he has colored eyes, and his glasses hide his eye color. Nobody knows that his eyes are colored. They are hazel. I remember when I first met him, my mom is the one that was like, "You should like this guy." And I was like, "No, mom, I don't like him." And then she told me he has green eyes, and that's kind of what made me look twice, is that he has colored eyes. And yes, sometimes his eyes do look green. They're really beautiful, and I'm so glad that he's going to be able to show them to the world now. What I'm doing is just putting this coffee into a plastic bag, and I'm going to put that into my freezer. It'll take up a lot less space that way. I've been having a really hard time finding some good decaf coffee, and Folgers is all that we could find. Dunkin' used to have it, but they don't anymore. So it's kind of hard. I know that there's a half calf, and I don't know, I may try that. I don't drink caffeine, and so that is why I drink caffeine free. My husband drinks it, my kids drink it. I don't think we even know a difference. This cabinet here we use for things that we grab frequently. So we have our NutriBullet, our milk frother, and then all of our coffee stuff. There's also a lot of Bahama Bucks syrups in here. And that's just because we've had a lot of birthday parties and we like to buy the party packs. So we do save those. And then when we have parties, we are able to take these out and there's just a ton of flavors for people to choose from. I'm going to be labeling some of the jars in my cabinet. I know some of you have asked me about this label machine. I bought this with my own money. My husband actually is the one that did the research and found this because he wanted some larger labels for our bins that we have under the beds and then for stuff that we store in the garage. So I'll go ahead and link this down below in case you're interested. It works with my phone. I absolutely love it.
I know that I messed up, wish I could take it back, but it doesn't matter when you look at me like that. I know that I fucked up, but that doesn't work as an excuse. Sorry doesn't cut it, but I'm sorry for what I did to you. Can only sleep with the TV on. Ever since you left, I'm going through the motions. I'm laying here looking at the door. Please come home, you belong by my side, babe. It's getting cold.
I feel like this cabinet still needs some work. I don't like all the color in it. I actually ended up going to Ross later on this evening and I picked up some clear containers to put the Gatorade in and the tea in, just because I feel like when there's a lot of colors in an area, it makes it look messy. I'm honestly even considering taking off the labels of the Bahama Book syrups and just labeling them myself. I didn't do it this time around, but I am definitely tempted. Now I'm going to clean up my kitchen and I'm going to put things where they belong, things that I took out of the cabinets. There was just a lot of random stuff that just needed a new home. There's some things that I haven't created the home for just yet, but I am gearing up to do that when I do my pantry clean out. I'm going to have to try and make really good use of my pantry space. My husband and I talked about adding some extra shelves in the pantry. My ultimate goal is to make my pantry area a butler's pantry, and I'm going to achieve that goal. I've been talking to my husband about it, and well, he got a whole barn in the backyard, and so I definitely feel like I can have a butler's pantry.
I was never the one to write up a song for just anyone. I was always the one to find myself lost in long conversations. Cause I've always been told that things will unfold if you keep on waiting. But then you came along and proved me all wrong. I was so mistaken. Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby. Never the one to give up the ghost.
This is everything that I decluttered and I am donating. I'm actually going to keep the cups. My husband wanted to keep the cups. And I also purchased a new little woven basket for my lamp area. I like having a lamp in the kitchen. I honestly don't have a lot of extra decor, so I just threw the greenery there just as a little extra pop of green. But this is what everything is looking like. It looks a lot better. Here are those clear containers that I told you I bought at Ross, and I really do like the way they look. I'm going to work on those Bahama Bucks containers as well. Thank you all so much for being here with me today. I hope this motivates you to organize an area in your house. I honestly went into this without thinking that I needed to purchase anything. I had already purchased the dishes, so that was a given, but I didn't want to purchase anything else until I knew exactly what I needed. And I'm just really ecstatic that I did this. I cannot wait to tackle the bottom of the cabinets, and I will share that with you next. I hope you all have an amazing weekend. If you need a hug, I am sending you a hug. And as always, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. Bye.